guys to episode 6 Ruben's TV podcast. Hope you guys been enjoying the past 5 episodes. And again, you guys can follow me on Podbeam, Anchor, Google Music, Google Podcasts. Just type in the name Ruben's TV podcast. iTunes, just search my name, Ruben's TV podcast again. SoundCloud and Vimeo. And our sponsor for today is Feature Points. Just whenever you sign up, you'll get 50 points, and you must use my link, which is featu.re/zero. Again, it's featu.re/zero. You'll get 50 points to begin. And today I have a guest. He goes by Shadow Welch. He is into fitness. He's a beast in squatting. He's on Twitter, by the way. He's also been helping me get in contact with people that are successful and trying to get into business. So he's been helping out with improving myself. He's just a cool dude on Twitter. And I hope you guys can relate and connect, and maybe you'll connect with him and then get in contact with him and get advice from him. I thank you again, Shadow, for coming on, and thank you guys for listening. And here Shadow is. Bye bye.
Question number 1: who is the Shadow? Shadow is a hardworking man who has a loving family and who enjoys to work out. Question number 2: when did you first start to work out? I first started to work out when I was in grade 10. The bench press was the first exercise I started to work out with. Question number 3: what is your favorite exercise and why? My favorite exercise is the squat. In life, you'll always have a weight on your shoulders that's always trying to push you down. But you have to find it in you to stand back up and to get that weight off your shoulders. Question number 4: do you do anything besides fitness? Since I work 7 days a week, I try to relax. And for me, the way that I relax is by watching TV, watching movies, and if I want to get something else done, go for a bike ride. I'm not too sure if that falls under fitness, but you got to get out and enjoy the fresh air as much as you can. Question number 5: I am an actor as well, and my experiences have been pretty good. I can't complain about the work, because it's work, and I enjoy it too. I've been on a television show called Tiny Plastic Men, holiday special. I was in 2 Edmonton commercials. One was Happy Bus, and the other one was a Edmonton City cleanup. WCB, I was an injured worker, Dave swimming in a hot tub. That was a good job. Really enjoyed that one. And I was also in a music video with Alexis on Fire, The Northern, and that was cold. And I was a witch doctor as well, but it was cool. There was a fire, and that kept me warm, so can't complain. The work's fun, and it gets out of my everyday work. So, question number 6: top 5 computer games. For me, being an older video game player, right now the games I'm playing is Diablo 3, StarCraft 2. I remember back in the day when I had an older computer, I played Grand Theft Auto on there. And even before that, I played Duke Nukem over dial-up modems. That was pretty fun. Those were the days when I was in high school and didn't really have to worry about getting up and going to school, which I did go to school, but still, when you're young, you can play video games all night and then go to bed and get 2 hours of sleep and perform pretty well afterwards. I don't think my grades reflected that, but playing video games was quite fun. Question number 7. Top 5 UFC fighters. For me, my number 1 UFC fighter is Yoel Romero. Since he's 40 years old and he has a body of like a G.I. Joe action figure, that's a goal that I wish I can obtain. So he's my number 1 pick. My second one is Rose Namajunas. Number 3 is Holly Holm. Number 4 is Robbie Lawler. And my number 5 is the champ DC, Daniel Cormier. Question number 9. Anything you want to mention about gaming, news, politics, and more? Well, for me, one thing I want to talk about is some upcoming movies that I'm excited to go see. Even though it's a kids movie, when it was a cartoon when I seen it, The Lion King. I'm also quite hyped to go see Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Fast and the Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Also, I want to see Avengers: The Endgame, Shazam, Hellboy, and if you've seen John Wick 1, John Wick 2, you have to go see John Wick Chapter 3. One thing I want to talk about also, or mention, is the changing technology. I remember back when I was in high school, we had a little cassette players and a little Discman that we used to carry around, and nowadays everything is being streamed to your phone or streamed to your iPod. Maybe iPods might be a little bit too old, but yeah, everything's being streamed to your handheld device. I'm just wondering what the next 5 years is going to bring. The last thing I want to talk about is being an older weightlifter. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's once you reach a certain point, it's not about adding more weight, which I try to do, but it's trying to stay injury free, because when you're injured, obviously you're not able to train as heavy or as often as you like. You have to recoup, and once you're getting older, it takes you longer to actually be injury free. So yeah, those are some of the things I like to talk about.